Friends, before starting today's horror story, I would like to tell you a very interesting stat. 80% of our viewers who watch our stories haven't subscribed to our channel. And if you are one of them, you have to do a small task where you have to click to the subscribe button and also press the bell icon so that you are the first to get the notification as soon as our video arrives. Squid Games horror story. Susan was an investigative journalist. Her job was to find the truth, but what she really loved was digging up old, forgotten stories, the ones people had stopped talking about or wanted to forget. One day, she got an anonymous email. It had an old newspaper clipping from 1986. The article talked about a secret complex on a remote island in Korea where real-life torture games were played. People were locked up and forced to take part in these cruel games. The email also claimed that some powerful government officials were involved, and anyone who spoke out against them was secretly sent to this island as punishment. Susan was shocked, but also very curious. It sounded like a horror movie. But what if it was real? Even more surprisingly, the email included the exact location of the island. Though she knew it could be dangerous, Susan decided to go there herself. She packed carefully, a flashlight, printed maps, and a fully charged phone. She took a small boat and reached the island alone. But the moment she stepped on the island, her phone, which had 100% battery, suddenly shut down. Still, she didn't stop. Using her map, she followed the coordinates into a thick jungle. Soon, a storm rolled in. Heavy winds and rain made it hard to see. Then, she heard a strange noise, someone crying or screaming. It sounded like someone was in trouble. She rushed deeper into the jungle, following the sound, but suddenly the crying stopped. Just then, she thought she saw a thin girl staring at her from behind a tree. But before Susan could do anything, she felt dizzy, and everything went black. When she woke up, she was inside a dark room. It was cold and quiet, but she could hear strange sounds coming from outside. Carefully, she opened the door and walked into a huge hall. What she saw made her freeze. There were about 50 to 60 people in the room. Their hands and feet were tied, and they looked scared. Around them were guards wearing masks and holding guns. The guards were shouting, telling the people to run. As Susan looked closer, she realized they were playing a version of the lemon and spoon race, but with a deadly twist. Each person had a spoon in their mouth with a lemon balanced on it. They had to run like that. If anyone dropped a lemon, the guards would shoot them on the spot. Susan watched in horror as one boy dropped his lemon and was instantly shot. One by one, more people were killed for small mistakes. Among the runners, Susan spotted the same thin girl she had seen in the jungle. The girl looked terrified. Then, her lemon fell and rolled right up to Susan's feet. Before Susan could even react, the guard shot the girl too. Her body fell right in front of her. Susan felt tears in her eyes. But then something even more terrifying happened. The girl's eyes opened and her face began to change in a creepy way. Suddenly, all the guards and the other players disappeared. The bodies on the ground started getting up. Their faces were dark and their eyes were completely white. The girl stood up too and began walking towards Susan. The others followed her, slowly, like zombies. Panicked, Susan ran back to the dark room and locked the door. Loud banging started, but after a while, it stopped. When she opened the door again, the building looked completely different. It was old, dirty, covered in dust and cobwebs. There were bloodstains on the floor. Everything looked like it had been abandoned for years. Susan realized something. Those scary figures weren't alive. They were the ghosts of people who had been tortured and killed there. Somehow, she had seen their spirits. She quickly took photos of the complex and ran back through the forest. She made it off the island and returned home safely, but the memory of what she saw never left her. She couldn't stop thinking about it. 3 questions kept bothering her. Who had sent her that email? How did she end up inside the complex after fainting? And most of all, who was that girl? A few days later, Susan was going through old letters sent by her readers. In one of them, dated a year ago, a man had written that his fiancée, Kim, had gone missing after a trip to an island. He had gone to the police many times, but no one helped him. With the letter, he had included a photo of Kim. When Susan saw the photo, her heart dropped. It was the same girl she had seen on the island, the girl who had died in front of her. But how was that possible? The games were said to have happened in 1986. How could Kim have been part of them now? That's when Susan realized the games weren't just a thing of the past. They might still be happening. She immediately informed the police and helped to launch a full investigation. A search team went to the island and found the complex, but it was empty. Nothing looked out of place. Then, they began digging underneath the building. What they found was horrifying. More than 1,000 human skeletons buried underground. DNA testing confirmed that one of them was Kim's. Now, everyone knew that something terrible had happened there. But there was no more evidence. No one was arrested. The government decided to stay silent. They didn't want more attention on the case. Susan tried to fight back. She held protests, gave interviews, and kept raising her voice. Sadly, just a few months later, Susan died in a car accident. Some say it was just bad luck. Others believe it wasn't an accident at all. Maybe the people behind the games didn't want the truth to come out. Even today, no one truly knows what happened on that mysterious island. The complex still stands, abandoned, silent, yet heavy with secrets buried beneath its walls. Some believe the horrifying games never stopped, only moved deeper into the shadows, hidden from the eyes of the world. Rumors suggest that the victims are now chosen differently. Those who dare to speak out, the whistleblowers, are quietly taken and forced into the games as punishment. Their suffering becomes entertainment for the powerful, unseen by the public. The island remains forgotten by most, but its darkness still breathes, waiting for the next voice to disappear beneath the floor and a place where nobody will see them. What do you think? Was the island really there? Or was Susan just imagining everything and her mind was playing tricks on her? Was it all real or just in her head? Tell us what you think in the comments below. If you like the story, then do subscribe to our channel, Bloody Monday, and keep watching for more such spine-chilling horror videos. Please do share the videos with your friends and family so that we could get motivation for uploading more of such spooky videos. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our eerie, heart-pounding videos. Keep watching and stay brave.